just wondering, now this is a thought process of why men of certain generations won't change poopy diapers of babies. And so I was thinking that my first husband, he did change, I don't know if it was poopy or not, but he did change our daughter's diaper one time in a filling station. And I heard her screech. So it was a place where he used to work. He got fired from the job, but he stayed friends with the people. I don't know how that worked out, how he felt comfortable about it. But he still went to, where he used to work, and he was friends with the guy there. And so he put her butt on the floor in the men's room because that was all they had. And I asked him why she was screeching. And he said, oh, it's because I put her butt on the floor and it was cold. And he says that was the only place I had to change her diaper at. And that was before they had, oh my gosh, the changing tables and things like that. And so what I would do myself, I'd take my coat off. So I squatted down on the floor because there was no table or anything. And so I'd be kneeling on the floor to change her diaper. But I put my coat down. I just never thought of telling him to do that. I guess I was thinking that he would do it on his own. But I know my grandpa my grandpa, because I said I would say things indirectly kind of to see what the response would be. I said something to my grandpa, my only grandpa who was living at the time, about changing my daughter's diaper. He's like, oh no, I don't know anything about that. And so I did the same thing to my father-in-law about changing diapers, and he kind of had a similar response of not wanting to change any diapers. He said, no, that's not something that I'm going to do. So it was men would not, it was the same thing as being fed. And so my father-in-law actually had this thing. My mother-in-law would actually feed my father-in-law first. I mean, that's how deep in it they were with the gender roles and things like that. Now, she was a stay-at-home mom, but she did have some self-employment businesses and things like that she tried to do. But let's get back to talking about the poopy diapers, men of a certain generation. I hope the millennial generation is better at taking care of kids. My youngest son, I'd have to ask him if he ever changed poopy diapers to see, poopy diapers, or, sometimes men will change. Nobody wants to change a poopy diaper. But, the thing I'd say that my first husband, he didn't want to do it all the time, but he would do it out of necessity. But I've said that women with infants, if they want to do a test on men, it's like, let them take care of the kids for the week. If she has to go to the hospital or something, he's going to have to do it.